Good morning. Got a phone call. Cheyenne said, "Going to be on this morning?" Yes. Had several phone calls and correspondence to get done this morning, and a couple of those calls were a little bit longer than I thought they might be. Just connecting with people, encouraging and being encouraged. Interesting how that goes both ways when we commit ourselves to be a blessing, how other people are such a blessing. So as we continue listening in here in Romans chapter 1, verse 5, Paul is observing culture around that Roman church. In fact, around the church in the world and around the church through the ages. We see the same thing happening today. Listen in here in verse 5, where he says, "For they exchanged the truth of God for a lie and worshiped and served a creature rather than the Creator who is blessed forever." The people who rejected truth, evidence of the Creator, God gave them over to their own passions and desires, to their own devices, and their hearts became darkened and imaginations uncomprehending truth. So they've woven these myths and legends. They have designed gods and goddesses, beings greater than we are, because it's obvious there are higher powers. Fiction group that says you have to recognize and appeal to your higher power. Paul is addressing that concept here. Your higher power is not Jesus Christ, then it's an imitation. The word lie in this verse, they exchange the truth of God for a lie, is the word pseudo. It's it looks real, it sounds real, but it's an empty imitation. That's what people have done. They've exchanged the truth of God for a lie, and they worship the creature rather than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Creature, whatever part of creation you're talking about, is not blessed for. And we've got people today who worship at a huge black box. They'll make a life once in a lifetime trip to this place to worship at a black box. Others have little shrines in their homes or out in the yard where they will pray to us and hope that the god or the goddess that is represented by that statue image hear them. And the problem is those images, if they're in the form of a human being, have eyes and ears and hands and feet, but they can't see or hear or touch. Go. Back in the days of the Israelite prophets, said, "Look, you cut down this tree, cut all the branches off. You have this log, cut the log in half, set one half of it aside, and the other half you cut up and split into firewood, cooking your meals. The other half, that same log, stand it up and you carve an image into that log, and then you pray and you worship that log. It's firewood." People are doing the same thing even today. Whatever takes the place, God, lordship of your life. You are spending your time, your money, energy, affection, yourself in pursuit of something that is not the glory of Jesus Christ, then you need to check and make sure this is not an idol, that I'm not worshiping the creature, self or someone or something else, rather than the Creator God, who is blessed. Imitations, the lies, pseudo gods and goddesses, the pseudo powers are very persuasive. Look good, they sound right, even religious and holy. They're an empty imitation that will be catastrophic disappointment. Let's make sure that our hearts lined up and that we love the Lord our God, all of our heart, soul, mind, and because He first loved. Remember today, God does love you.